Okay guys, we are on the next chapter, and today we're going to talk about these topics. Someone told me that my videos are not very clear in terms of audio, so I've tried to increase the volume on this one. Hopefully this is better than the other ones. Okay, so today we have 5 topics we want to talk about. We're going to explain lot sizes, stop losses and take profit, what is blowing in an account, logic behind risking 1% per trade, how to know the lot size to use. Okay, so this is a beginner lesson, but it can also help the guys that have been trading for a long time, but they don't know how to use their risk management. Okay, so I'll just go through the topics very quickly so that we go through it. The first one is lot sizes. The smallest lot size we have is 0.01, and you can go up to as many as you like, as long as you're making sure that your risk management is in check. Okay, let's give a scenario here. If you have AUD, USD, Australian dollar versus US dollar at current price of 0.75922, and you click buy and it moves 10 pips up, you will be at 0.96022. The key here is it moved up and it moved 10 pips. Okay, when using 0.01, it means that you gain 0.10 per pip, which is you just take your lot size, okay, and move it 1 decimal to the right. So that's 0.10. So that's 0.10 per pip. That's the price you gain when using the lot size 0.01, which is the smallest. Okay, when using a lot size of 0.21, is the same thing. You just move this this divider here 1 step to the right. That would be 2.10 per pip. So that's $2.10 per pip. So if price from this 75922 to 76022 is 10 pips up, if you used 0.01, it means you are saying 10 cents per pip times the 10 pips that it has moved. Okay, let's explain it below. When Australian dollar above moved 10 pips up, if you bought it at 0.01 lot, it means the following: 10 pips moved up times 0.10, which is value per pip, you are in $1 profit with the movement of the above setup. With a lot size of 0.21, the result is as follows: 10 pips moved up times 2.10, which is the value per pip, you'll be having $21 as profit. Please note, instead of clicking buy, you click the sell, and the price moves exactly as the example above. You make the losses respective of the lot sizes that you have put. In the example, you clicked sell instead of the buy, you are in a negative 10 pips. Okay, so lot size 0.01, that's 10 pips has moved up. Okay, the price has moved 10 pips up, it means you are in negative. That's why I put red here, times 0.10, which is the value per pip, as you are using 0.01 lot size. So if you're using 0.01 lot size, you are having 10 cents per pip. So if it moved 10 pips against you, you have a loss of $1. If you use the lot size 0.21, it means per pip you are losing 2.10, which is $21 loss. Okay, I'm done with lot sizes. I'm going to talk about stop losses and take profit. This is a simple one. Stop loss is a limit you put to your trade that if it goes against you, the trade automatically closes before you lose more money. Okay, so for the example of the Australian dollar, US dollar we talked about, if it moves 10 pips against you, you can set your stop loss at 96022. Okay, so if you clicked sell and it moved up, if it gets to this level, which is 10 pips above, if you set your stop loss here, then the broker will automatically close that trade for you so that you don't lose more money. The same concept applies to take profit. Take profit is a target that you put. When price gets at that target, the broker automatically closes that in profit. Okay. What is blowing an account? Basically, blowing an account is when the stop loss that you put will get you a balance that is more, will get you a negative balance that is more than your account balance. If your account has $100 and your stop loss is $200, the broker will automatically close that account because you don't have sufficient funds. So that's what happens when you blow an account. Using an example above, Australian dollar, US dollar, you place a sell with a lot size of 0.21 when you have a balance of $10. The loss that we calculated earlier with 10 pips stop loss was $21. Note, your balance is only $10. So the broker will automatically close your account for you before it gets to your stop loss. That's when you see people crying, say, my account is blown. That would have happened because they're using the wrong risk management, which we'll talk about as we go. Let's go to the logic behind risking only 1% per trade. If you have an account of $500 and you're a beginner, I would recommend you to trade with only 1% risk. Let's talk about it more here. 1% of $500 is $5, which is the risk per trade. So if you enter a trade, you're only supposed to lose $5 on that trade. Okay? And usually when you risk 1%, you target either 2%, 3%, 4% per trade. So you can lose 5 trades and win 5 trades and still remain profitable. Okay? Let's give a scenario below. So a signal is sent as our example above. Okay? Sell Australian dollar, US dollar at price 0.75922, stop loss 10 pips, take profit 30 pips, okay, which is a 1:3 trade. If the signal provider or yourself has a trading strategy that is at least 60% successful, statistically you are not worried about losses if you are using a 1% risk per trade. There are no concerns because you know that your risk management is in check. Let's do the math here. Okay, 70% win rate is winning 6 trades out of 10 trades, right? The wins and losses are random. That is, you can have the first 3 losses and win the next 6 trades. So probability is random. The key is risk management. Let's take the following scenario with an account of $500. Okay, scenario A. Trades 1 to 3 are losses and trades 4 to 10 are wins with a 60% winning strategy, risking only 1%. So trade 1 with your $500 account, you lose 5%, which is $5, and the balance becomes $4.95. Trade 2 again, you risk 1%, which is $4.95. Okay, you lose 1% of $495. Your balance becomes $490. The third trade, you have $490 and you lose $4.90, which is 1% of your account. You get to $485. Okay. The next are winning trades. As we say, the strategy is 1:3. So you risk 1% to gain 3, which is very conservative. Okay. So trade number 4, your balance, remember, is now $485.15, and you win this one, risking $4.85 to get 3%. So $4.85 times 3 is $14.55. So if you add that, now you're on $499.70. Okay. Then if you take the 5th trade, your balance at $499.70, and your risk is 1%, $4.99. If you multiply that by 3, if it's a winning trade, you have $14.97 as profit. So if you add that, already you are now on $514.67. So here you have lost 3 trades and you have won 2 trades. You're already profitable. Okay, so if your strategy, you lose 3 and win 2, that's less than a 50% win rate, still you're profitable. You see, if this strategy, you lose 3 trades and win 2 trades, lose 3 trades and win 2 trades, you are still profitable. This is a 70% winning strategy, which you get to learn. And when you have a 70% strategy, you're profitable all the way. So that's trade number 6. You have your $5.14 times 3. You're risking only 1%, and that's $15.42 on this trade. You're already on $5.30. So that $5.30 plus $3.30 risk, 1% per trade, times the 3% you're targeting, you get $15.90. So if you add your $15.90 that you took on this trade plus your balance, it becomes $545.99. So it goes on and on. I'll share this document with you. Okay, so this is risk management. So imagine if you are trading on a $5,000 account. If you're trading on a $5,000 account, we just add a 0 on this one and add a 0 on this. So you're now risking $50, and this one you lose $50, so it becomes $4,950. So we just add the zeros here. Okay, so this becomes that. Okay, and this becomes that. Okay, so at the end of this trading session, okay, if we are on a $5,000 account, we just multiply this by 0. So from 500, you are now on 596, so you have $96 profit. But if you were on a $5,000 account, we add a 0, you are now on 5,960, so it means you have gained 960. So if you are trading a $50,000 account, which is what is recommended by most traders, you would make from that 50,000, you would have made 9,600. So in this trading month, you would have made enough for depending on your needs and your wants. But the greater the trading account, the more profit you realize. So do not worry about learning and using a small account. That's fine. There are very, 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 very easy ways for you to get funded and get money as much as 200,000. So you definitely need to perfect your skill first. Then we have scenario B. Trades 1 to 3 are losses, and the trade 4 to 10 are wins, using a 60% strategy, risking 30%. This is what the new traders usually do. They don't know what lot sizes are and how they affect their trading. Okay, so they're probably using the same lot size. They're just putting 1.00 lot size or 0.7 lot size. They don't even know how it affects their trading. Okay, so trade 1, $500, they lose 150 because they are putting 30% risk. If they lose 150, their balance becomes 350. The second trade, they use the same lot size, they lose 130, and their balance is now on 200. Imagine the frustration and the anger that you get from the markets that is taking money from you. And you put a third trade and you lose $150 again, you are left with $50. Now you do not have any money to trade. And if you reduce the lot sizes, chances are you're going to keep reducing that balance until you can't place a trade with 0.01 lot. Okay, so I've explained what this is basically risk management. You have to understand what risk management is. So in conclusion, how does someone know the correct lot size? per trade. Okay, so each pair has a different price per pip. So 1 pip can be 5 cents for another broker, can be 5 cents for another pair, can be 10 cents for another pair. So you have to know how to calculate that risk per individual pair. So what I do usually is you go to this website called myfxbook.com, and you put / Forex calculators. Let me just put this link into the document so that when you have the document, you just click there and follow the instructions. Okay, there you go. I've given you the link. So you go to this one, and when you get to this website, what you need to do is you don't change anything. What you do is, wait a minute. Okay, let me just do this. Okay, so it will give you a currency pair that you're trading. For example, we're talking about AUD USD. Okay, then you select that. Then account currency. What currency are you trading? The United States dollar or GBP or CAD? I'm in Australia, so I use the AUD. Okay, then the account size, we spoke about 500 in the example. If you have $500, then it asks you how much do you want to risk per trade. I said we are risking 1%. Okay, then it asks you what's the stop loss you're going to be using. Okay, so on the example that we gave, it was 10 pips. That was the stop loss. So this you don't change. Trade size, you don't change it. Everything you leave alone. Then you click calculate. When you click calculate, it will tell you you are risking $5, which is 1% of this trade. Okay, then sizing, these are the lots you're going to be using. So the lowest was 0.01. So here it's saying you use 0.04. So you execute this trade with 0.04 lot size, and you're risking only 1%. But ideally, when you're trading, we usually use stop losses from about 30 to 35. So if it's a 30 pip stop loss, if you click calculate, it will tell you 0.01, and you are risking $5 on this trade. Okay, then there are scenarios where you do not want to, as a beginner, for example, we had 10 pips stop loss here, and say calculate, and it says 0.01. As a beginner, I advise you to use 0.01 until you reach consistency. So if you want to have 0.01 here, to know the percentage that you're risking, so it means you want this to be 0.01. To do that, you reduce your risk from 1 to 0.9. Click calculate. It tells you now you are using 0.03 lots. So if you want to use 0.1, you go down again, 0.8% risk, you click calculate, it's still 0.03. We want it to get to 0.01. So sorry, I needed to say 0.06, 0.05, calculate, 0.04, let's see. 0.03. Oh my goodness, 0.03. That's 0.01 lot. Okay, and your risk is only $1.50. So if you're new, try to have 0.01 here, then it means your risk is 0.3%. So try to play around 1% going down when you're first learning. So this is the lesson that I had for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you learned something. Thank you so much.